What's going on, guys? It's Jake here, and in this video I'm going to be going over my $5,000-ish portfolio, and my last update I think was around $7,000. So obviously my portfolio has been down quite a bit. Yours probably has been as well, because the entire stock market's been down quite a bit due to everything that's going on right now. So a lot of people actually in my last video comments, my last couple of ones, have been asking like, hey, how's your portfolio doing? Do you mind showing it to us? So here is this video showing you exactly how my portfolio is doing. And to put it in one word, how my portfolio is doing, would just be doing bad. And to put it in a couple of words, it's doing really bad. So, you know, I'm okay with that though. Like, I haven't sold off of anything. I'm not panic selling or anything like that. So either way, I'm gonna pull up my portfolio and you should be able to see it right about now. And my portfolio should be up there right now. So this is the Robinhood app on my phone. And if we go to the past week, down 12% in the past week, as you can see. And actually, if we go to right now, if we go to live, portfolio's been up and down quite a bit today. As you can see, it was down for most of the day, went up a little bit, down, up. So it has been a little bit crazy today. And then if we go to the past month, when it was kind of right around when this whole thing started, down 26%. And then if we go to the past 3 months, this might show it a little bit better for you guys. I hope you can see it. I might zoom in right here. As you can see, my portfolio was doing pretty well, actually, just pretty steady growth, nothing too crazy there, because my portfolio is full of a lot of stocks, a lot of blue chip stocks, and then it goes down quite dramatically due to the recent events that have been happening. So either way, I'm gonna go through my portfolio, show you guys all my individual stocks that I own, and, you know, just talk about them a little bit, maybe point out some stocks I plan on buying. I'm not selling any stocks or anything like that. So first stock, Microsoft here, not one I plan on buying, but I'm going to be showing the 3-month charts for most of these stocks, and this one obviously down quite a bit. I'm pretty sure almost every stock in my portfolio, maybe other than like Walmart, is probably at a really good buying point right now. So don't flood the comment sections with questions like that, because it's pretty much every stock that's at a good buying point. Next up, Twitter. Twitter apparently up today, and just so you know too, I'm recording this video at, let's see, 4:18 right now. So and it is March 19th, Thursday, March 19th, just so you know as well. So Twitter, you know, I'm still up on them. You'll notice this with a lot of stocks in my portfolio, I'm either close to breaking even or I am up on them. But in the past, if you checked out my portfolios and the videos in the past, I was up a lot on pretty much every holding in my portfolio. So Facebook down a little bit there, nothing too crazy though. They're not at a crazy good buying point yet. You know, not one I probably will add any more shares of anytime soon. After that is Intel. Intel still up quite a bit on them, so they haven't been down too much compared to some of the other stocks, but still one, probably at a good buying point. AT&T down a bit as well, down slightly on them, but they're so lowly priced, it's not a whole lot of movement there. Apple still up quite a bit on Apple. Apple still really good stock in my opinion to buy and hold, down a little bit there. Apple's one that doesn't really offer up a lot of good buy-in points, so this might be a good time to buy in. After that's Intel again. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see, Apple and then Pepsi. I don't know why I did that, but PepsiCo, Pepsi up a little bit on Pepsi actually. They're one, let's see, down 13% in the past 3 months, so down a little bit there. Pepsi, I think, is a good, strong dividend yielding stock, so probably a good one to hold during times like these. After that, Coca-Cola, another good one to hold during times like these. Down slightly on them, but again, I'm definitely buying Coca-Cola for their dividend yield. So Coca-Cola might actually be one specifically that I add a couple shares of, but of course, at times like these, I know I'm not working. My only income right now is through YouTube, so of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys are in similar situations where you're not working, so obviously you'd want to focus on just your normal everyday finances, because I don't really know how long I'll be out of work. So after that, Colgate, up slightly on them, and this again, another dividend yielding stock there. One that I targeted for its dividend specifically. Nothing else besides that. After that is Nike, 3 shares of them, up 18% there. Nike's been one that has been doing quite well in my portfolio, but again, down 30% in the past 3 months. So Nike, again, another one that might be at a pretty good buy-in point, one of the better buy-in points we'll probably see for a while. After that's GM, and GM is getting absolutely crushed right now. I actually averaged down on GM before this whole thing happened, so GM is at a crazy good buy-in point right now. I mean, down 52%. Like, as you can see, pretty much my entire loss on GM has been from this past month or so. So GM down a crazy amount right now. I mean, absolutely ridiculous loss here for GM. They're at a insanely good buy-in point right now. There will probably be, if there was one stock that I would bet in my portfolio that I could potentially make the most money off of after this whole thing blows over, it would probably be GM. After that is McDonald's, down slightly on them. McDonald's, great blue chip stock here, down a little bit as well. One that I think, again, if you're looking to start just getting into investing, McDonald's is probably a good stock to look into. After that, Nike again, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why it keeps doing that. After McDonald's is Walmart. There we go. So Walmart, one stock that hasn't really gotten impacted by this. I think it's actually gone up, or no, it's actually almost broken even in the past 3 months, probably because a lot of people are panic buying. Walmart would be one of the few companies that probably isn't really going to be negatively impacted by this. If anything, they're probably making more money than they were before, which is, I don't know, you could feel however you feel about that. But Walmart is a company that's probably not going to go down a whole lot from this. But again, I didn't buy them because of this. I bought them prior. They're a good, solid company in my opinion still. After that, Starbucks. Starbucks would probably definitely be one that is going to be negatively impacted. Of course, these companies that are forced to like close down to an extent, or close down even just like their indoor portions, Starbucks is one of those companies that I know is probably going to be impacted by that. But of course, today they're up a lot. A lot of these stocks are going up and down like crazy day to day. I don't know how long this is going to last, but Disney is actually a new stock to my portfolio. So Disney, in terms of their park segments, is obviously going to be negatively impacted because they are closing for some time. But either way, Disney, crazy good buying point right now. If there was one stock again that I'd be targeting, and I, of course, bought into Disney kind of before this all started happening, and I did try to average down a little bit, but Disney is a stock that is at an insanely good buying point, 35% in the past 3 months. Really, really good buying point in my opinion, and one that's going to continue to do well. Company I really, really like. I mean, their fair value price is probably around $145 or so, but either way, Disney, I like them a lot. After that's 3M. 3M, again, was one that was actually struggling before this all happened. So 3M is one that is down a ton. Really good buying point, again, for them. But there's so many stocks out there right now that are at such a good buying point. 3M is one of the worst performing stocks in my portfolio. But gonna keep holding them. Might average down on them. I don't know though. There's so many stocks. And speaking of worst performing stocks, Boeing is another one. Boeing is down a ton. Boeing again was getting hit pretty hard before this, and now they are down so much it is absolutely insane. Boeing, in my opinion, is still a good one, a good company. But of course, they're going to be negatively impacted by this because they're pretty much directly focused on travel and selling their airplanes and things of that nature. So, of course, Boeing is going to be negatively impacted by this. After that's Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson really hasn't moved much from this. Let's see, down 11%, so not too much of a loss there. They're a pretty solid company. Still one that I targeted for their dividend yield. Blue chip, huge company. I think they're going to continue to do well. After that, not 3M again. I do not know why Robinhood keeps doing this to me. After that is Pfizer. So Pfizer down a little bit on them. They're down 22% in the past 3 months. So this is one I think is at an okay buy-in point. Nothing too crazy here, but another good solid blue chip dividend yielding stock. After that's AbbVie. AbbVie up on them. I don't know how bad. So they have gotten hit a little bit, but they were up and down quite a bit prior to this. So they were actually doing well, coming back up from a pretty far drop, and now they're back down to that $70-$60 range. So AbbVie, not sure what's going to happen with them. After that's Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley, again, was one that was up and down, struggling. They finally made it back up and then shot down during the last couple of months or so. But again, still one I like. I am not selling off on any of my holdings right now. I am holding. I'm probably going to average down and buy some more as much as I can. But again, just my personal finances aren't the best that they've ever been right now. After that's PayPal, and PayPal, they're down 13%, so not too much there. They were growing quite a bit again, and now they're down. I'm still up quite a bit on them, up 61% there. After that's Bank of America. Bank of America, another one, I think if you're a beginner investor, really, really good buying point here. If you're looking for financial stocks, they are at amazing buying points. Even if you buy them right now and they continue to decrease, they're very, very likely going to go up after, and they will likely, even if you don't buy them at the best possible buying point, you know, buy them at the lowest of the low, you're still getting a good buying point right now. So Bank of America, another one you could very easily add more shares to your portfolio to. They're relatively cheap, around 21 bucks right now. After that's KeyBank, another one down a ton, as you can see, 54%. So the financial market, any stocks that pretty much have anything to do with finance except for, or banking stocks, financial field, things like that, except for PayPal right now because they're more focused on online. But those types of stocks are getting hit super, super hard right now. So those are at really, really good buying points. I mean, I might literally just buy another share of them right now live on this video because I know I do have, I'm just going to do it at a market order. Yeah, I'm going to do it at a market order. Oh, I'm in extended hours. That's why. Okay, so I'm not going to buy KeyBank right now, actually. I didn't realize. I kind of forgot what time it was, actually. Time flies when you're having fun, but totally forgot that it's after market hours, so I won't be buying them right now. But moving on, PayPal, again, why does this keep doing that? That's really annoying, actually. Next is Main Street Capital. There we go. So Main Street Capital, again, financial stock, a monthly dividend yielding stock, down a ton. So if you look at YouTubers that months ago were recommending these financial, holding a bunch of their portfolio in these monthly dividend yielding stocks that were really crappy, and not that Main Street Capital is a crappy one, but their portfolio is probably doing so incredibly terrible I couldn't even imagine being in that situation. So let me know if you know any YouTubers like that. I don't know of any. Maybe perhaps you guys do, but this is a monthly dividend stock doing very, very poorly. Realty Income is actually one of the more reliable monthly dividend stocks, and they're also doing very bad. Not as badly as some of the other ones, as you can see here, but still, they have a really nice monthly dividend yield, but be very careful because a lot of those crappy monthly dividend yielding companies are likely to cut. After that, Southern, still up on Southern. They've, of course, been doing relatively poorly as well. I know not specifically Southern, but I know oil companies are getting hit really, really hard right now. I mean, I think oil's at an insanely crazy price right now. I think I saw something and it was like, you could buy a barrel of oil for the same price you could buy like 2 months of Netflix or something crazy like that. After that's my ETFs. So this one's getting hit pretty hard. This is ProShares S&P 500, high dividend, low volatility. And obviously, the stock market's been super volatile. So even if you are focusing on stocks that are low volatility stocks, they're just still simply going down right now. So after that's ProShares Dividend Aristocrats ETF, and of course Dividend Aristocrats are some of the most highly recommended stocks in the entire market, and these are down as well. And then last, actually I have one more ETF after this. This is my Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, and obviously as you can see here, S&P down 25%, or at least according to this ETF it is. And then last but not least in my portfolio is not this one, but let's see. Is Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. So this, of course, is also down because the whole stock market's been down. So the last three stocks are just from the referral program. Nothing too crazy with these. These aren't ones I planned on buying or anything like that. And then last but not least, we can't forget about the cryptocurrencies. Do have a little bit of crypto here. So Bitcoin down 19% on Bitcoin, and Dogecoin down 38% on Dogecoin. I could not imagine someone who has let's just say thousands of dollars in Dogecoin right now, what must be going through their head. But anyways, I'm going to slowly scroll through my portfolio as I'm closing out here. So as you can see, my portfolio has been down a lot in the past couple of months or so. I'm sure yours has as well. And honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Totally fine with me. Down about 21%, still doing better than the S&P. And a lot of people on my channel in the past, I know, have questioned why, my portfolio is the way that it is. Why do I own so many stocks? Why do I own so many big, just blue chip companies, dividend yielding companies? And this is why. Feel free, go back on my channel, check out some of my videos I've posted in the past about me talking about this kind of stuff. I always talk about the same kind of stuff. I'm pretty consistent in my content. I try to be as real and realistic with you guys. And my portfolio was pretty prepared for an event like this, or at least as prepared as I could have been. So I'm not too worried. I'm going to be hopefully adding as much money into my portfolio as I can. But of course, there's a lot of just regular personal finances need to be taken care of. So other than that, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely leave a like and feel free to comment below. How's your portfolio doing? You know, is it going up? Is it going down? How badly is it doing? Did you sell off of everything? Are you buying like crazy? Let me know. In my opinion, everything's on sale right now. So, but of course, focus on your normal personal finances. Don't worry too much about putting money into the portfolio. If you do have, you know, a family, you got to look after, things like that. But other than that, guys, it's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed.